All right. Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Please excuse me. So I could give me one moment. First and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakaha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, on whom I learn from daily. Healthy Shalom to the 144,000 mighty men, the elect. All right. To the, to all the elect. You Akwath and Akim, both of you. All right. So, just coming off of the elder Karat Dazak video in Vegas, they passed this damn bill, and they were going to. Trump, or Nero, shall I say, got that bill passed. And hey, look, man, to you, I especially to you, Northern Kingdom, brothers and sisters, man, that voted for this, man. Now, see, we're happy this dude got in. All right. Matter of fact, we were saying that we hope he gets in because he's narrow, and he's going to bring about the destruction, of America, man. And it's clear to see that's exactly what he's doing. The storehouses are going to be empty. All the commerce, all the ships and the ports empty. All right. The storehouses shall be empty. People are going to be afraid, fighting one another. You see, all these are prophecies, and nothing will stop the prophecies. So I'm going to first off read this. Isaiah 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness, which they have prescribed. You see? Which they have prescribed. What is verse 2? Let's read this. Because I typed this in right here to, what's this? That Grunk 3, the AI. All right? I've been using this, for a reason. Because their own tongue is falling upon themselves. Verse 2 reads, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor. You hear that? Of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. And that is precisely what this bill is doing. It's, is the reverse Robin Hood, man. He's taking away things from the poor, mainly, i.e., you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. But he's doing it to his own people, too. And that's why there's going to be, civil war in Egyptians against Egyptians, as the scripture said. So let's read this. What does Trump's big, beautiful bill do for poor people? I just typed it in that way. So we're going to go over this and read just a little bit of it. And I'm going to play a quick video that I got from the elder about what Nero said. Listen to what he says. I'll play it in a minute. Anyway, it's getting ready to get hot in it. You ever heard that song from Nelly? It's getting hot in her, right? It's getting ready to get hot here in Babylon, man. For real. Okay? Why do you think the scripture says, rise up, ye women that at ease? All kinds of different things are getting ready to hit the plate, man. All right? And it ain't going to be a T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. All right? I'm just saying. The One Big Beautiful Bill Act passed by the House in May 2025, all right, and later by the Senate with amendments has significant implications for low-income Americans. You hear that? Okay, let's keep going. With analysis, this is what this Grunk 3 is saying, right? With analysis showing both potential benefits and substantial drawbacks. Below is a breakdown of its impact on poor people based on available data and critical examination of the legislation. Potential benefits for the poor. Let's read just a couple of these, all right? Because really this is an unrighteous decree. And it's gotten to the point here in Babylon where, your true blue-blooded Americans or the patriots and, all of them, they're starting to see that they're fucked too. All right. And they're not having it. What's that song? We're not gonna take it. Right. They're not having this shit, man. I'm telling you right now, these Edomites are not having that shit. Everything is cool when they cool, but when, as soon as they, hit a little bit of adversity, they break apart like a cheap, cheap, whatever, they break apart like a piece of cornbread. You gonna eat your cornbread? Anyhow, the bill extends the 2017 Tax Cut and Jobs Act. And you remember he cut all them jobs, the Job Corps jobs. See? All right, which lowered taxes slightly for most Americans, including low-income households. Yeah, okay, sure. All right. And by the way, those taxes are unrighteous decrees also. I'm just saying. All right. By adjusting tax brackets and increasing the standard deduction. The House version increased the standard deduction by 1,000 for individuals, 1,500 for heads of household, and 2,000 for married couples through 2028, potentially benefiting low-income fillers, flyers, whatever, okay, who use the standard deduction 91% taxpayers. All right, so let's go see if we can find economic growth claims. I don't see how that's possible. You got all these damn farms closing. Was it Idaho? Damn. Yeah, it might have been Idaho going bankrupt. All that, man. Harms to poor people. Cuts to safety net programs like what? Medicaid. You see that? The bill imposes strict work requirements, 80 hours per month for able-bodied adults under 65, which makes sense. You know, I'm just saying. It does make sense. You know, these rise up, ye women that are at ease. The storehouses are going to be empty. We'll read it. Okay. Let's see. Potentially leading 10.9 to 16 million people losing health insurance by 2034. And hopefully we ain't even here by then. You know, I don't see it lasting that long because these prophecies are popping up off the pages. All right. But, you know, but this is going to hit faster and harder than people think it is, man. All right. And again, to you, especially to you, Northern Kingdom, dancing all around, having a good time for Nero. Now you seeing. OK, he's taking Northern Kingdom, now Southern Kingdom, the Haitians. Right. As the brothers say, it's going to trickle down to Southern Kingdom, putting you on cargo planes. And, you know, it's coming out and dumping you over the ocean, hoping that the sharks are going to eat you. This is crazy, man. But you can't forget it's the damn devil. All right. Anyhow, I won't go too much into this because I'm going to filter it through the scriptures. But and I also want to play this for you. Anyway, the Senate version's restrictions on state levied provider fees could further reduce Medicaid funding, particularly in states that expanded Medicare under the Affordable Care Act. And that was another one of them things that he wanted done, you know. And don't get it twisted for one moment. Don't get it twisted. The Republicans and the Democrats, man, they have all the same damn thing. It's all the same shit. Okay. SNAP food stamps. All right. Section 8 and all that. We'll go into it just a little bit further. All right. Let me go ahead and play this for you. All right. So you see what's happening. You see what he just said. He said, well, maybe, and it don't matter if you an American citizen. He trying to do the birthright thing. It don't matter if you're an American citizen. He wants you Israelites out by any means, and that's exactly what he's doing. And it's right in front of everybody's face. All right. This is that cruel king that's written about right here in the book of Isaiah, the 19th chapter. Let's go from verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Who's that? You know, hey, that's that civil war that's getting ready to happen. These are all prophecies that are popping off the pages. All right. Nobody wants to listen, but that's all right. You'll see it. Then you shall see death by pain and these birth pains, lamenting for the teats. Woe to you that go to Egypt for help, because there ain't no damn help. All right, here it is. All of us, we're all in trouble, you know. But see, that's the difference between the just and the faithless, man. I'm just saying. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother. See, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail. See that? You know, that spirit where everybody is, you know, the illusion that everybody's doing good and and I'm proud to be an American, and Babylon can never fall. We got the greatest this and the greatest that, and look at what's going. Now we're getting all the Mexicans and niggers out, right? But you have, hey, the spirit is failing, man. You have nobody to work your farms. You're gonna have all kinds of carcasses, whether it be buffalo or cows or whatever, cattle, all kinds of carcasses. Nobody to pick. Everybody saw that damn that blueberry ad. Come pick blueberries, $11 an hour, 7 days a week for 2 months in Mississippi. MISSISSIPPI, man. Come on, man. Woo. They gonna fight one another. It's gonna be a lack of bread. It's all this. I mean, 2nd Ezra, 15th chapter. All right, kingdom against kingdom, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. You see, and they shall seek the idols and the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards, man. And that's these damn congressmen and all that shit. You remember, this whole place was supposed to be predicated on Christianity, and that's basically what they did. Okay, it's just a big fat lie, is all it is. Verse 4, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord. That's Nero. You just saw him, with that big old red hat on. That's Nero right there. That's the cruel Lord. And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, of armies, man. Okay? And again, you got a slew of videos coming out with these Edomite farmers. They all upset. They thought they were going to get the slaves back. Hey, the black jobs, they're taking the black jobs. Man, give me a break. That's crazy.
Bill had passed through the Senate. This is what you have to say about, people in the country. All right. And this is in general. He narrowed down to just the people in general, not even dealing with the illegals anymore. Now pay attention to this real quick.
I'd like to say, a little controversial, but I couldn't care less. We have a lot of bad criminals that came into this country, and they came in stupidly. It was an unforced error. It was an incompetent president that allowed it to happen. It was an auto pen maybe that allowed it to happen, and it did happen. But we also have a lot of bad people that have been here for a long time. People that whack people over the head with a baseball bat from behind when they're not looking and kill them. People that knife you when you're walking down the street. They're not new to our country. They're old to our country. Many of them were born in our country. I think we ought to get them the hell out of here too. You want to know the truth. So maybe that'll be the next job that we'll work on together. But I think getting them out, we forget about them. We had some bad accidents in New York, and they're not accidents.
Right? Hey, loading, the kingdom up on the cargo ships, and it's either you get thrown off, shackled. That's got to be horrific, man. Esau, you got a lot to fucking pay for, man. All right, it's either that or that alligator Alcatraz. Shit, man. Not to mention before they was put our children in the water as alligator bait, man. You gotta pay attention to what's going on. The scripture very plainly told you, redeeming the time because the days are evil, man. Psalms 140 verse 4. Keep me, O Yahweh, from the hand of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. That's a very plain and to the point scripture. See that? Verse 5 was a read. The proud have hid a snare for me in cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me, Salah, man. It's all traps. Okay? I mean, it's getting to the point where they got people out there, this website or something, or an app or something, showing you where the ICE agents are or whatever, and they're just deputized rednecks, Edomites that have that perpetual hatred, Ezekiel 35, for you Jakes, man. It is what it is. Looked it up. Alligator Alcatraz in Florida. That's crazy, man. Damn. All right, it's gonna get worse. We low key in Jacob's trouble. All right, in the Everglades, video of ICE detention center in Ocean. I can't say it. You already know I am with them damn names. Alligator Alcatraz, man. You know, so it's either you get thrown, off a cargo ship, and that's got to be horrendous, or get your ass ate up by a multitude of alligators and other animals. Down there in the Everglades, man. That's this devil. See? Gulf of America. Ain't that some shit? Man, proud. Scripture just said, keep me from that proud, man. Again, it reminded me of this. The alligator bait. And look, you see that? A dainty morsel, man. They got a little slave babies and the alligator bait, man. That's sick as hell, man. See? Fucking devils, man. He gonna come in like a flood. Let's read this. Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he know he have but a short time. He knows. They know what's going on. They know who we are. They know who they are, but they think they're going to skate away with it. Remember, Psalms 49th chapter says that they think their houses shall continue forever. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, though it dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Who can bring me down? That's that pride. Okay? The wicked. All right. Micah 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Again, that brings my mind state, my thought process to, all the benefits and the things, and that's how Esau Edom has really try to control the so-called, Black, Latino, and Native American families, man. All right. By separating the man and the woman and giving the woman whatever she wants, even dominion over the man. Okay. And now look, you even have the damn, it was well over 80,000 or 106,000 jobs that so-called black women have lost, man. It's way more than that. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, right? For this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. See, arise ye women that are at ease, man. And also you men, you got to pay attention to these times. Isaiah 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go to Egypt for help. Okay. And stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. You see that? Nah, it's the same ones. We was better off in Egypt. You could just almost hear them crying and bitching and moaning. We was better off in Egypt. We was better off in slavery, massa. You see? Now a lot of jakes are like that, man. You see all the videos they coming up. I hate them Hebrew Israelites. I hate them Hebrew Israelites. Verse 2, yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise again against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Woe to them that work iniquity upon their beds, man. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. You see? All right. Let's read this. Just a couple more. 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 20. This big, beautiful bill. Oh, man. Nero was off the hook, man. Shh. Tried to tell you. The elders of the apostles been out there for 40 plus years, man. Trying to tell you. Trying to warn you. 2nd Ezra 6 verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall be empty. Shall be suddenly be found empty. And don't you see that happening? It's getting ready to be the 4th of July, right? And suddenly the storehouse is going to be empty. You got people worried about a hot girl summer or a damn vacation, man. Okay? When soon you ain't going to be no damn victuals, no food, victuals. It's all going to be gone, man. Babylon is not going to be healed, man. There's no balm for her pain. Psalms 94 verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frame mischief by law? And this right here is mischief, man. It's robbing the poor and giving, and it's to the point to where, I mean, look at what they do for the state of Israel. Look at what they did with these Edomites, basically doing for each other. All right, for Ukraine, which it came out that them niggas was Nazis. Come on, man. Verse 21. See, it's crazy. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood, man. See, but the Lord Yahweh is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge. That's correct. 100%, man. He's going to cut your ass down. He's going to hew you down with an axe, you know, along with the reapers, which is the angels. All right. So hopefully this quick little lesson was edifying, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. The bill passed. It passed. Huh. And hey, every chance you get, chant this place down. All right. Kwam Yasharala and Wa Abai Babal. Boom. Shalom.